minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Robin, in the last conversation, we were talking about cameras on police officers. When we have been strolling through the mall doing our Christmas carols, people pick up their phones and they will videotape or photograph us with their phones. And Mike, that's the one thing I don't like about my phone. My phone is just not a good camera on it. So I know phones are supposed to be for communication. I kind of old school thinking I am when it comes to that. And I guess I'm becoming part of the newer thinking crowd and saying, gosh, I want a better camera on my phone. Matt Wilkerson might have a suggestion for me. He's in the studio. He's the owner of Verizon Wireless Premium Retailer, thank you. And also Mobile Generation, is that right?
Well, we offer, obviously we offer the phones, we offer tablets, internet, home phone systems, all that kind of stuff.
And they're all interactive. You can't hear yourself in there?
No.
I never know how to work those headphones. Robin will help you out. So Matt's here to answer our questions, especially if you're going to use this as a gift-giving thing or something, or maybe traveling. You have some questions about that. But good morning, Matt. How you doing?
Good morning. How are you two?
Pretty good. Is your office decorated?
Office is decorated. We have all of our stockings hanging from the ceiling, the Christmas tree up. All that
from the ceiling?
Yeah.
You have a tall Santa over in Williston, don't you?
Yeah, and we had a guy come over and he decorated all of our windows and stuff like that. So we're definitely decorated for the holidays and definitely staying busy.
So talk about my camera for a second. My camera, it's kind of like looking at an old Polaroid. It's not. You can see who it is, but no, don't blow it up and do anything with it because it's not going to be useful.
Well, I'll tell you, as far as the cameras on the phones today, they have them all the way up. Of course, there's one that is as high as 41 megapixels. The megapixels is not the super important part of it, the clarity and the resolution on the actual screen. But we have actual phones that have, like for example, the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 6 Plus. They have an 8 megapixel camera, which is not as large as some of the Samsungs, but the actual resolution on it is just as good. This one right here takes unbelievable. It takes motion video. We can do a video camcorder.
Yeah.
We can do a 30-minute video on it. It is amazing what you can do on these phones, and obviously I see you have here in the studio a Canon camera. Probably has a larger megapixel than my phone, but I'm telling you, some of these phones today, they have the new Droid Turbo out right now that has a 21 megapixel camera.
Wow!
And, I'm telling you, we have sold several of them, and every one that has gotten those phones is just as unbelievable.
So what do you do when a customer comes in? I mean, you have to know what they want, obviously. What do they want? What are they asking for in general? Is camera an important part of it? It never was for me, but I think the next phone I get, I'm going to say, can you show me how good the camera is? It's going to be a weird question for me, but I'm guessing it's not so much for you. I mean, you must hear it a lot.
Well, that's the first thing we ask people when they come in. What do you want your phone to do? There are so many phones that we sell. It is not my goal to sell you one specific phone. I want to sell you what you walk out of my store with.
That
happy.
Makes sense, yeah.
And I ask them, is camera important? Is battery life important? Is the speed of the processor important? Like, for example, the Turbo. That's the latest one.
All three are important to me, what you said so far.
Battery life on the Droid Turbo.
That's a very important one.
Unbelievable battery life. No car charger needed. Most people are averaging almost 2 days battery life on a smartphone. That's unheard of. It has got a 3900.
That is probably more important than anything else, I think.
I'm telling you. As you notice right now in the studio, I'm hooked up to a portable charger. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
On the Droid Turbo.
The red thing is a charger?
Won't need it. Yeah.
Is it
How much
solar?
Is that?
This is not solar. This is a battery power pack.
Oh.
And this right here will actually charge my phone about 4 or 5 times before I have to charge this back up.
Quicker? Is it quicker than plugging it in? No, about the same?
I wouldn't say quicker,
okay,
but it's very convenient. Like, for example, right here.
Oh, yeah.
Boom, I'm charging my phone talking to you.
Because you know what I was thinking? I mean, sometimes, you go to Disney or something like that where you're all day in a park or something like that. And in my phone anyway, it's not the talking that uses up my battery. It's I'll take a picture, then I'll upload it to Facebook, and next thing I know, my battery's dying.
Very true. Very true. Mm-hmm. Also on the phones these days, they come with what they call the mobile hotspots. Have you ever been out in the middle of somewhere and you have a tablet and you want to get on your tablet and you're not in a Wi-Fi area or you don't have internet on your tablet? Well, they have the mobile hotspots on the phones now that you can tap into, and you can get on your iPad through your phone and that does use a little bit more battery life, and that's where these right here come in handy. Just like you said, in a Disney park, ladies can throw these in their purse, and their phones are charging while they're walking around. Very handy.
That is a good idea.
No, you were saying one model was a 6 and another model was a 6 Plus. How come they didn't jump from 6 to 7 like they jumped from 1 to 6?
Personal opinion, that's marketing strategy. They always have to keep you on the edge. Just as matter of fact, I saw on Facebook about 6 months ago. It was obviously a joke, but they had a guy saying that he was holding the iPhone 10, and literally the picture was him holding something that looked like a boombox back from the 70s. And it was a ginormous phone, but it was unbelievable. What they did is the 6 and the 6 Plus. The main difference in them. This is the 6 Plus that I have right here. This is a 5.5-inch screen, and the 6, which is what my wife uses, is a 4.7. Some people just don't like the larger screen. The same quality of phone. It's just some people says, you know what, the 6 Plus is not for me.
So if a person is going to give another person a gift of a phone for Christmas, is it better for them to just come to you and get a gift certificate and allow that person to pick out their own phone?
Yes, it is. As a matter of fact, that's what we are doing this year on a lot of our stuff, because we are traveling for the holidays this year. We're actually getting a lot of gift cards because when it comes to phone, there's so many varieties of phone, whether it's an iPhone, whether it's an Android, whether it's a Windows phone. So many different things, and each individual person wants their phone specific to, like for example, you think a camera is very important. Some people must say, I'm not worried about the camera.
Okay, about the
I just
camera.
don't want my phone to die halfway through the day.
Well, that really is more important to me than the camera.
Well, as these phones get more advanced, the battery life is going to be an issue of the past. Phones aren't going to go backwards. If they're making them now to where they can last a day and a half to 2 days, they're not going to go backwards. They're just going to get bigger and better.
Well, we heard some news items about batteries exploding on airlines now, that they had done a test. How reliable is this, and will people be able to
Batteries
still carry
explode
their
on airlines.
phones on the airline instead of putting it in the cargo hold?
Well, I just personally, anything valuable, you know how it is when you travel, anything valuable I want to keep on me to begin with. But I just got through traveling to Los Angeles. A couple
How was
weeks
that,
ago.
by the way?
Very good, very good. We had a good time out there, and I'm going to New York in a couple weeks.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
We're all over the place, but I keep it with me. I don't have a problem. The only problem as far as the batteries, a lot of people have a misunderstanding. They usually charge their phones. They usually plug them up at night before they go to bed, and they get them off the charger in the morning. That's just standard, right? Well, the typical phone charges in about 2 to 2.5 hours, and for the other 6 to 7 hours, you're cooking your battery.
Oh.
So the heat, it's going to expand. I had an iPhone 5 in my store that was on display, a live phone, and we were in the store one day, and all of a sudden, blink, the front glass of the phone just popped off, and we were like, what in the world's going on? And well, the phone stays plugged up all the time, so customers can use it. Well, the battery cooked, and it swelled, and it popped the screen off. So you don't, personal opinion,
I didn't know that could happen.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Do not leave your phone plugged in overnight unless you just have to, unless it's totally dead. 2.5 hours, it's charged.
Oh.
We are up against the break, Matt. I was going to ask you after the break if you could maybe do like when you get a flyer in the mail with the big starbursts, all the specials. Because you must have some specials right now you can tell us about. So if you don't mind being like an advertisement or a salesman.
Absolutely.
Because I love that stuff, especially this time of year. I want to know what's on sale, what's the special. And
We've got some huge incentives for people coming from other carriers, and we'll talk about that.
Okay, so we'll take a little break, and we'll be right back. Plus, if you want to call in, I did see a few callers trying to call in. I wasn't ignoring you. I just wanted to make sure Matt got the information out that he needed to get out. We'll be right back. We'll find out what the specials are for the Christmas season and maybe for the coming months. And Matt will also answer your questions about cell phones. We'll be right back. This is The Source, WOCA.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Bright sunshine today, but cool with a high of 60 to 64. Clear and rather cold tonight with a low of 34 in the coldest inland spots, the 42 along the coast. Tomorrow, sunshine mixed with clouds and cool with a high of 60 to 64. And Friday, partial sunshine, the high 62 to 66. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
If you're looking for the perfect gift for the woman in your life, then pay attention. Ocala Eye is offering a complete holiday special 60-minute facial for only $100. This special offer is the ideal holiday gift. The Ocala Eye Signature Facial promotes glowing, youthful skin and is designed to nourish and rebuild the aging process. This holiday special gift certificate also includes one cleanser or mask specifically designed to match her skin type. Ocala Eye Aesthetics offers an entire menu of organic skin treatments and procedures. So spoil her during the holidays with an Ocala Eye Signature Facial Gift Certificate for only $100. Offer good now through December 31st. To learn more about the science of maintaining healthy, radiant skin, call Ocala Eye today or go to ocalaeye.com. Trusted doctors and proven technology. Just another way Ocala Eye is looking out for you.
Now is the time to go to your local Kubota dealer, where you can get a great deal on a new Kubota RTV during Kubota's Gear Up and Go sales event. Thinking about a new utility vehicle? Why not choose the top-selling diesels in the U.S. for the past 10 years? The flagship Kubota RTV X1100 combines styling with features like a premium all-weather Grand Cab, extra-duty independent rear suspension, and power steering. Right now, get your own Kubota RTV X Series for 0 down and 0% financing for up to 48 months. So for a great deal, think orange at the Kubota Gear Up and Go sales event. For more information or to find a participating dealer, go to KubotaDealersOfFlorida.com.
0 down, 0% APR financing for terms up to 48 months on selected equipment now through December 31st, 2014. Not available for rental national accounts or government customers. 0% APR low rate financing not available with instant rebate offers. Financing available through Kubota Credit Corporation USA subject to credit approval. Other exceptions may apply. For more information, call toll-free 1-888-465-8268.
Cookies, 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 cookies.
When you want something special and fun for any occasion, get cookies. That's right. The Great American Cookie Company in the Paddock Mall, Ocala will make a delicious, fun-filled delight just for you. You might notice that I said fun and delicious more than once. That's because I can't say it enough. The next time you're at the mall, be sure and stop by or call 352-237-2557 to place your order.
Cookies, cookies,
Yum.
cookies, cookies. We go cookie eating cookies.
The Great American Cookie Company.
All right, 18 minutes after 10 o'clock. To our friends here in the mall, I'm going to tell you something. I'm not really a mall person, but I really love the malls in the Christmas season. And to our friends who send me those glossy flyers in the mail trying to sell me stuff, I really hate those things, except this time of year. I love those kind of things because they get to me and say, oh, man, this is a great idea for such and such, or this, oh man, I'm going to get this for myself, or whatever. So Matt Wilkerson is here. We all know Matt from Verizon Wireless, and he's educated us about the products, about the services, and now about this cool battery pack. How much is that battery pack, by the way?
This one right here is $39.99.
Wow.
Wow.
Holy, I thought you were going to say $150 or something.
No.
Okay. Wow, that's on my gift list.
Yep.
Will that charge up any phone?
That will charge up any phone because your phones come now separate. The charger comes separate from the actual cable. It's just a USB. And you can actually charge two at a time.
Oh,
I actually charge my iPad with this.
That is
Wow.
$39?
$39.99.
Do you have any with you today?
I do not, but we can make it happen. I can swing one back by the studio. That's not a problem. Decisions. Christmas is coming.
Okay, so be the glossy ad if you don't mind. What's on sale?
I'll tell you, the best thing that we have going right now is a huge incentive. People that are coming from other carriers, if you're unhappy with your current carrier right now, they have an incentive program, $150 bill incentive credit per line that you take over, that you port over from another carrier. Now,
Wow.
I need to be very careful with that. You have to take your phone number over from another carrier.
Okay.
Not a new phone number.
Right.
And if you choose the Samsung Note 4, which is one of the latest phones out, very nice phone, 16 megapixel camera, just a very nice phone, there's an extra $50. So if you bring a family of four over, you could have an $800 bill incentive credit just to switch from one carrier to Verizon. So in other words, now it typically takes a couple billing cycles for that to hit your bill.
Okay.
So all of a sudden, when it hits your bill, you're not going to have a cell phone bill for 2 or 3 months.
Oh, wow.
Just to come over to Verizon. And you know, the reputation in the past is that Verizon has been way more expensive than all the other carriers. Competition has brought everybody in line. We can compete with everybody else, and I can tell you right now, even though my opinion is biased, our reception, second to none. Mm-hmm. Second to none.
Yeah, that's the one thing I didn't want to tell you my story because you've already educated me about that. But you know, when I stand by my refrigerator, I can't. What? I lost you. I can hear them, but they can't hear me.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I can't remember what commercial that was, but that's me. All right, we do have some phone calls coming in, so let's take some of them. Good morning. Thank you for calling. You're on the air with Matt Wilkerson.
Yes. Good morning, Matt. See, with the new phones you're talking about, with the cameras and all the bells and whistles and stuff, is this all compatible if you were to travel to Europe?
There are international plans. Each individual area that you go to has a specific plan, but there are plans. Matter of fact, my wife works for, let's just say, the heart surgeons, a group of the heart surgeons here in town, without saying the names, and they travel overseas quite often. Korea, they're just everywhere, and their phones are able to work over there. Yes, they are.
Thank you.
Hey, not a problem. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, that is something that, the show Clark Howard.
Yes.
That we sometimes people will call him and ask about. Did I bring this up on one of your shows in the past?
I believe you did in the past.
Oh, did I? Okay. Because he was talking about how some countries it's very, very expensive, especially to use the data as opposed to the Wi-Fi.
Yes.
Or something like that.
You know, several people ask me, I am going, like we had a dentist here in town call me just last week who just switched over to Verizon. She's going to India, and she wants to be able to use her phone, and she wants to be able to call back to the States. And we actually set her up on what they call Skype. You know what Skype is?
Sure.
Skype mobile on her phone, and she's able to call back to the country. She was concerned about the charges. You know, it gets expensive. I don't care what profession you have.
Yeah.
And we set her up on Skype mobile on her phone, and they have Skype, of course, back here in town. She's able to call home for free and see the people that she's calling. Skype is, I'm telling you, Skype is the best thing since sliced bread. It really is.
Can you help someone that has purchased a phone from the Verizon here in Ocala? Because Ronnie's friend, she's just having such a hard time with that phone. They're not taking the time with her to tell her how to operate it.
Let me tell you something. As much as I would love everybody to go through me, real world, it's not going to happen. But those that have not gone through me for their phone, if they need service, have them give me a call. That's not a problem. I will be happy to give my cell phone number on the air if that's okay. But whatever they need to do, hey, listen, bottom line is I have people, because I have my little Verizon smart card, people stop me in a gas station. And they will tell me, hey, how do you operate this on an Android?
Oh, really?
How do you operate this on an iPhone? They'll ask me right there. I have no problem helping people. Listen, I mean, if you can't use your phone that you've purchased, what's the point in having it? And if there's any way that I can help them with that, absolutely. Not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
The delay that we hear on a phone, sometimes on a cell phone, you know, where you say something, I'm not talking about the normal delay, but sometimes you'll speak to somebody and for some reason, and they're not like far away. They're like here in town, and there's like a little delay. Has that been fixed, or is that still happening?
You know, typically I have had that happen every once in a while, and a lot of time that right there might be a connection issue. And typically, if that happens, 9 times out of 10, people will just hang up the phone and call right back, and it's just fine.
If you want to call right now, this is a good time to call 622-9622. Otherwise, call Matt. Matt offered to give us phone number, so we're going to ask you to do that. What's a good number?
My cell phone number is 352-817-7958. Give me a call, or you can shoot me a text. Whatever I can do to help, I would obviously help anybody that I can.
And what do we ask for when we want that charger? That charger, by the way, looks like a little Bible or something. You know those little Bibles that people hand out?
Yep. This right here is actually a 20,000 milliamp battery. My battery in my phone is 2,900. This is a 20,000. So I can charge this multiple times before I need to recharge this back up. Very, very handy device. They have them all the way up to 50,000 milliamps. But basically, if you want to call me and you want one of these, just say, Matt, I need a portable charger. My phone is not able to make it all day. Number one, if you're eligible for an upgrade, we can talk about that too. Mm-hmm. But if you're not, then we can get you a portable charger that is very, as you can see, it's very convenient.
That is, I love that.
Yes.
Or we do have another phone call. Good morning. You're on the air with Matt.
Good morning, Matt. Listen, could you explain what is the difference between one of those, smartphones, cell phones, and a tablet, and why does not a tablet can just make a phone call as well? I mean, how they're different and how are the same?
Sure. Most tablets right now are running, they are a little bit larger screen, obviously. They have all the same capabilities as a, say, an iPhone or an Android. The only difference is they don't have phone call capability unless you go through like Skype or something like that. You can't pick up your tablet and just make a phone call to somebody unless you have a specific app on your phone. Down the road, to be honest with you, I see phones going away. Some people may think I'm crazy, but people in my industry think that I am correct in this. I see everybody having what they call is a phablet. It is a phone/tablet in one. People are trying to say that there's no way that I will go to a phone that large, but phones are actually going to the size, of 5.5 or larger, to where you're going to be able to do everything that you can on a tablet on a phone. But the main difference in them is, really, to be honest with you, if you look at, say, an iPhone and an iPad, the screens look the same. They have the same icons on there. You just can't make a phone call from a tablet unless you run through one of the third parties like Skype.
I understand in Europe they already do that.
Yes.
Tablets.
And the technology is actually coming. You are going to be able to make your calls over Wi-Fi, and when that happens, you will be able to do that, obviously, on a tablet. Tablets, most people do not carry those for communication, mainly because of the size. But who knows what's going to happen in 3 to 5 years?
Oh, they do it in Europe, huh?
Thank you.
Thank you.
You got it.
And you had that bracelet you brought up this morning.
Have you heard of this? It's called a Secret. Cicrit, I guess. It's spelled, but it's pronounced secret. It's a bracelet, and it projects an image onto your skin.
I've seen that.
And you can touch your skin and dial the phone and flip through your pictures. And you've got hairy arms like me, so the image would be all blurry. If I was a black man, I would have a hard time seeing it.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Have you seen this?
Yeah, I have seen those. I have seen them in prototypes. Also, they have it coming out. They don't know the exact model that they're going to land with first, but you're going to be able to, a lot of men who have large fingers have a difficulty typing on a keyboard. I don't care if you turn it sideways or not. Well, they're going to actually have on the side of a phone a projector that projects onto a countertop, and you can actually type from the countertop and send text messages or emails. Yeah, because like I say, for women, most of the time it's not a problem. And that's the reason they're going with larger screens, so you can type on the keyboards better. But even for men who still have difficulty, they're going to have a projector on the side of the phone that will project onto a countertop. And you just simply answer your email right there, and whenever you're done, you just simply push the keyboard back up into the phone with your hands.
Wow.
See, I love that idea.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Well, the bracelet idea looks cool. It looks novelty, and the selling point was that you can wear it in the bathtub. Oh, let me ask you about, not that specifically. Is there something you can do to make a phone literally submersible into water? I could drop it in the puddle and, oh gosh, and I pick it up and it'll still work. Do you have a way to
they do have waterproof phones right now. We actually have two phones that we sell right now. One's a Commando 4G and one's a Coyote Sierra Brigadier. They are waterproof up to 3 feet of water for 30 minutes. Wow. Now, don't misunderstand me. If you drop it in a pool and don't recognize it, and you go to dive for it tomorrow, it's probably done. But if you drop it in a bucket of water, or a kitchen sink and pick it up, they have waterproof. But be very careful to understand the difference. If the phone is advertised water resistant, that is different than waterproof. They put water resistant on there. That's if you splash a cup of coffee on there, you're probably safe. But if you drop it in a bucket of water, it's amazing how water seeps in these cracks very fast. So there's a difference in water resistant and waterproof. Please read the fine print when you purchase a phone.
Do you know what I did one time? My phone rang. It was in my pocket. In my car, and I said, hello, okay, all right. And then I put it down into my console, right into my cup of coffee.
Yep.
That was the end of that phone.
We actually put a phone down into a small bucket of water at the store one time and called the phone, and the phone buzzed underwater.
Wow.
Oh, one of the protected ones?
Yeah.
Oh,
wow. That is pretty amazing.
But can you convert an already existing phone into what? Is there some coating you put on it or no?
No. Now, of course, there are waterproof cases that they make. There are waterproof cases with guarantees that you can make on that.
Matt, give us your number again. We're just about out of time already.
Okay, 2 phone numbers. The one at the store is 352-528-0020. And if you want to call me or shoot me a text on my cell phone, I'll be glad to answer any questions. 352-817-7958.
Will we see you before Christmas? No.
You will not see me before Christmas. You'll see me next month.
Well, have a great Christmas. Enjoy New York City, and thank you for coming in.
Not a problem. And if you want one of these battery packs, let me know.
You might see me before Christmas, actually, for that. All right, we'll be right back.
Fox
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. A harsh post-9/11 interrogation program drawing fire after the release of a report.
The report claims the CIA lied to Congress about the extent of the interrogation program. Former CIA counterterrorism chief Jose Rodriguez told Fox News lawmakers were briefed thoroughly at the time and that the agency was told,
"You need to use the authorities that we have given you to go out there and destroy this organization and to kill bin Laden."
Rodriguez says politicians are throwing the CIA under the bus.
Fox Radio's Rachel Sutherland, a top UN special investigator, calling for the prosecution of senior U.S. officials who signed off on the program. Protests continue in California over the killing of unarmed black men by white officers. Demonstration planned for today in Oakland. And some airfares could be coming in for a landing. Airlines saying they're finally passing on some savings made by plunging oil prices. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Napa tire gauges are now just $1.99. The perfect gift for anyone who owns a car with tires. But when giving the gift of a $1.99 tire gauge, don't put it in one of those long jewelry boxes with a giant red bow and your wife's name on it. Because while a $1.99 tire gauge from Napa can be useful, it can't keep you warm at night. Conquer the job with Napa Know-How. At participating Napa Auto Parts stores while supplies last. Offer expires 12/31/14.
And now, a Golf Miss Carol brought to you by Golfsmith.
On the 12th day of golf, Miss my Golfsmith gave to me 12 Pro V1s, 11 Under Armour's, 10 Golf Tech Lessons, 9 Nike pants, 8 Bertha irons, 7 Golfsmith gift cards, 6 Garmin watches, 5 iron 2.
Come celebrate Golf Miss, happening right now only at Golfsmith.
These 2 Cleveland wedges and a tap-in birdie on a par 3.
Golfsmith, anything for golf.
Are you tired of not using your home's outdoor space for entertaining or relaxation because of all the bugs and leaves? Consider adding a beautiful screen room or glass enclosure. We are Superior Aluminum and Design, a family-owned and operated business with 20 years experience in the aluminum industry, and we are accredited by the Better Business Bureau. If you appreciate superior workmanship, call Superior Aluminum and Design at 817-8058 or visit us on the web at superiораluminumdesign.com.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
This is a public notice. Local residents can now save thousands of dollars on their next car, truck, or SUV. It's not a tent sale, because no tent is big enough to hold this many cars. It's OcalaForSale.com. Say goodbye to sticker shock. OcalaForSale.com has thousands of vehicles with no stickers at all. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge, undercutting, less proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Stay informed on everything going on in the Villages with the Village Spectator newspaper. The Village Spectator is exclusively devoted to the Villages with news, commentary, and more. And yes, they have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask is that you tell them where you heard about them. Call Tom's Picks at 804-1223 and pick up your copy of the Village Spectator today.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
Do you have areas that have started sagging or drooping? Is what you're looking at not quite the same as it was years ago? Are there enhancements you've been putting off? Is there serious damage you need fixed? Then call on us, Damage Control Services, when your roof is sagging and the drywall is drooping after a storm, or your home just needs some enhancements. From damage repairs to new construction, Damage Control Services is here to help.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.